about something that you've actually got in contact maybe with someone in high places? Maybe you've gone to your local member of parliament. Have you gone and seen the police? Have you approached someone to try and get something changed? And has it worked when you've been that passionate? Now, the reason we're talking about this, it came up at a wedding I was at last Saturday, and we were all whinging about governments and opposition parties and a whole lot of people from different persuasions of politics. And then one of them said something that was so true. He said, George was, and he said, we all whinge about everything, but how many of us have ever actually done anything seriously about something we feel strong enough about? We all whinge, but we don't do much about it. 96900 693, have you managed to change something? Have you ever continually perhaps approached your local member to get something changed in your area? Another fellow who has done something is Jon Morter. He's a DJ and he's an online campaigner and joins us from London. John, good afternoon.
Hello, Dennis.
Nice to talk to you. Now, can you just explain what you did, because you have really changed something?
Yeah. Well, basically, in a nutshell, what I did here in the UK was we decided that there's a TV show that we get called The X Factor. I don't know if you guys get it out there.
Yeah, we know about it. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Well, basically, it's a TV show. It's a talent show that's been going for about 5 years now, and every year it completes around about Christmas time, and it releases a record to go into the Christmas charts.
Which automatically goes to number one.
Well, it does. It has to, because it has so many viewers that it can only go to Christmas number one. Which is a bit of a Christmas tradition over here in the UK for many, many years now. But they're almost just guaranteed the number one every single year. And I kind of thought, do you know what, I'm really, really bored of this now. Let's see if we can create another number one, something else. So I decided on using Facebook and Twitter to get out there and see if I could find a good, 500,000 people, because that's how many people I'd need to do, to all buy a certain record at the same time. And if they all did that at the same time, then in theory, I could beat this behemoth, which is called the X Factor in the UK, and we did it. We pulled it off. Did
this thought come to you around you, down at your local bar, or because it's a fair thing to try and do?
Yeah, you're telling me. Yeah. Well, yeah. The original idea came up a year ago. We had this wacky idea a year ago to try it, and in all honesty, we failed. But this year came round again, and I just couldn't really stomach the thought of having this quite not a great TV show, and it's a pop record, to go straight to number one again. So having that thought in my head, that's what really, really drove me on. And using social networks, and if you use them the right way, there is millions of people out there that if they agree with you and you all want to do something together, it can be done. So
you also, and you did it, you knocked this other thing, the Rage Against the Machine became the number one at Christmas time, knocking off Simon Cowell's X Factor record.
It did indeed, yes. We sold 502,000 downloads, which became, in the UK, it became the most downloaded song in a week of all time. It's the only song that's ever been number one at the Christmas period, which is just on downloads only.
All right, then. You've also, a couple of things you found out about my busk.
Yeah. I did indeed, yeah. One of the things that sprung up is that I've got a lot of people online that, for example, the Facebook group had 1 million people in it. So I tend to get people sending me things here and there. And, and we got a mention from you guys, and somebody sent it to me. So I had a look at it, and I thought, that looks quite interesting, so that's why I messaged you guys.
There you are, and it's great to talk to you. And I'm not the only singer who's come to your attention. Joe Dolce's also got in contact with you.
That's right, yeah. Joe Dolce The story behind that is since we managed to pull this chart heist off, if you like, I've had a lot of interest from others wanting to do a similar thing. And then, to be honest with you, I think it's a bit of a one-off. I can't really see it happening again because a lot of record companies, a lot of TV companies are now going to be savvy that there's people like me out there that are going to try this. Now, to cut a long story short, Joe Dolce was number one in the UK in about 1981.
Yeah, with Shut Up Your Face.
Of course. But he famously beat a track by a band called Ultravox called Vienna, which is like, it's considered over here in the UK a bit of a classic, and it should never have beaten Vienna to number one, and it's a big thing. Ultravox have decided, or it's been decided, they're going to re-release this Vienna song in April time. And on my Facebook status about a month or so ago, I just wrote, wouldn't it be really funny if Joe Dolce re-released Shut Up Your Face at the same time and he beat that record again? Well, with the power of Facebook, Joe Dolce got in contact himself. And anyway, to cut a long story short, a group has been made up by a couple of guys, and they actually are going to re-release this track. And they're going to see if they can beat Ultravox again, because I don't like the Ultravox song, so I hope it works. So I'm helping them out.
John, you're on a roll. It'll probably will win. And you've got family here. Do you want to say hello to them all?
Yeah. I've got some family out in Mount Eliza. And my grandmother, who's listening, Doreen, is in Mount Eliza. My aunt Dawn, and my cousins James and hello.
Yes.
Oh yeah, sorry, I can hear you. Sorry, my cousins James and Kay.
I thought you'd forgotten one of your cousins' names there for a sec.
No, he suddenly disappeared. Sorry, I can hear you now. No, it's loud and clear. Yeah, they're all out there. They're all out in Mount Eliza. And yeah, it's I've got a lot of family out there.
Okay, why don't we keep in contact and have a chat in a couple of months and see how Joe goes?
Yeah, definitely will do. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Thank you, John, for joining us this afternoon. Jon Morter is a DJ and online campaigner. He did it. He got Rage Against the Machine to number one. Taking over from the X Factor, which had Christmas albums there each year. Have you done something? Have you been able to change something out in the community at 19 past 12? Hey!
What do you think you do? Why you look so sad? It's not so bad. It's a nicer place. Shut up your face.